Good day and welcome to the Friday, March 12th edition of the Islandstats Sports Brief. I'm Earl Baisley. The Carifta Games 2020 have been rescheduled for a third time, with the Carifta member federations agreeing to the dates August 13th through the 15th, 2021. The announcement was made by North American, Central American, and Caribbean Athletic Association President Mike Sands during a virtual press conference, who explained in detail the reason behind the move.
Unfortunately, without notice to us, or when I say without notice to us, our games were scheduled for July 2nd to the 4th, and lo and behold, we received official word several days ago that the CSC exams have now been scheduled for June the 14th to July the 16th. And of course, need not tell you, that fell smack in the middle of our planning and would directly affect the vast majority, if not all, of our athletes. And so we undertook a series of emergency meetings. First of all, we consulted with our competitions director, Mr. Michael Sorrell, who I believe was also on the call, for him to look at whatever dates were available. We also had continuous meetings with the president of Bermuda, Donna Reyna, as well as with her LOC. And we had no choice at this stage, based on, again, consultation with our members, that we arrived at the date of August the 13th to the 14th for the new Carifta Games. Carifta is the longest serving or longest continuous event, junior event in the world. And we arguably argue that is the preeminent event anywhere to be found. So we take this very, very seriously. We have no choice. Looking at all of the dates and recognizing the calendar that's already in place, we looked at all of the scenarios, and I do mean all of the scenarios. And as a result, recognizing what is available to us, we took a decision that the games will now be held on August the 13th, 14th, and 15th in Bermuda.
Bermuda National Athletic Association President Donna Reyna said the decision for the new date was based on avoiding an abandonment of the competition altogether.
As we know, this and last year has been a challenging year. Many events have been either canceled or moved out to later dates. The NACAC team was called together immediately, and we discussed options based on the NACAC and the World Athletics calendar of events by the NACAC competition director. There were two dates that were banded around, May 28th to the 30th, which I advised was definitely out because that was still too close to the original date. And at that point in time, I still don't think we would have enough information regarding, the COVID, where we are, and so on and so forth. So we all agreed, we talked about then the August 13th to the 15th. We all agreed that the 13th to the 15th, if this date doesn't work, then we would have to look at canceling the games, and no one wanted to cancel. We then discussed with our LOC, and there was some general agreement, but recognizing this will not be easy. The Minister and PS of Youth, Culture, and Sport were then notified. I received a note from the President, Seb Coe of World Athletics this morning, and he gave us his full support, even though we know the World Under-20 Championships will happen the following week after Carifta. We looked at the dates and we felt there were some positives. Hopefully by August, Bermuda and the other Caribbean countries will have a better hold on the COVID pandemic. Most countries will have received the vaccine by August.
Caitlin Medeiros, Chick-fil-A Building, and their IMG Under-17 Premier Division girls teammates defeated Lakeland Tropics 2-1. Medeiros scored the winner to see her teammate win the IMG Academy Cup Girls Showcase group. Dowray Rollins says Sussex has the quality to challenge for the 2020 Blast title as the county looks to reach the final day for the first time since 2018. In each of the past 2 years, Rollins and his Sussex teammates have narrowly missed out on the final day thanks to marginal quarterfinal defeats. Oliver Betchard took to the Brackenridge Golf Park in San Antonio to compete on the Southern Texas PGA Junior Golf Tour. Betchart, playing in the boys 11 to 12 age group division, finished third out of 6 competitors. Lauren Rothwell is one of 7 recipients of the World Rugby Women's Executive Leadership Scholarship from Rugby Americas North over the last 3 years. Rothwell has tasked herself with ensuring rugby stays at the forefront of the Bermuda community during a challenging moment in history and credits her work with World Rugby as a key driver. Sailing will hold 12 medal events at the upcoming 2023 Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile, after a proposal by Pan Am Sailing to Pan Am Sports was approved. There will now be 2 regional dinghy events sailed in the Sunfish. The one-person regional dinghy men and the one-person regional dinghy women events will take place. Although the 8th staging of the FINA World Junior Swimming Championships have been added to the list of FINA international events in 2021 that Bermuda swimmers can look forward to, uncertainty still surrounds their participation for more reasons than one. Along with the health concerns of the novel coronavirus pandemic, which has resulted in limited competitions being hosted locally in over a year, add in money worries to overcome if they are able to send anyone to the August 24th to 29th event in Russia. And that's a look at this Friday, March 12th edition of the Islandstats Sports Brief. I'm Earl Baisden.